there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested. No pressure though, but it would also be awesome if you did. So feel free to do either one. That was over the top. Okay, so let's talk about House of the Dragon, episode 4, which was called King of the Narrow Sea. That's it. So basically, Damon, last episode, he takes out the crab feeder, and then they're all like, "Okay, you're king of the narrow sea." And then he comes home, and then he's like wearing a crown, and the king's all like, "Why are you wearing a crown?" And he's like, "Well, they named me king, but I know that there is only one king, and it is you, brother. So I give you my crown, and I give you the narrow sea." And then they embrace and a hug, and everybody's cheering, and everybody's like, "Yay, this is great, this is amazing." And it's like, oh, what's this about? What's the angle here? Because I'm not sure I'm trusting Damon. Are you trusting Damon? Um, I don't know. His motivations, though, I feel like Matt Smith is a good actor in, or maybe I'm just having a tough time reading the direction of the show because I'm, I feel like I'm always in the dark. I don't know what he's thinking or what's happening next because I'm thinking, and I shouldn't think this, but I was thinking, okay, things are patched up. They are buddies now. Um, and I was like, okay, so where is this going to go? And I keep remembering in Game of Thrones, they were talking about this family having like incestuous backgrounds, right? And that's what like sort of creates the Mad King. And I'm thinking, is he trying to buddy up to his brother so that he can marry his brother's daughter, his niece? Is that what's going on here? Like to make him okay with that? Is that what's going on? And then that'll, in turn produce the Mad King and everything down the road. I was like, that might be what's happening here. And I thought that was going to be the angle that was played, like trying to get the king to be okay with this. And then it kind of goes in a different direction where Damon starts to seduce Rhaenyra. How do you say her name? Rhaenyra's? Am I blurry? I feel like I'm a little blurry. And he's like seducing her, takes her out on the town, whole like Princess Jasmine thing from Aladdin, right? And then he takes her to a brothel, and I think he's trying to show, like, grooming her, basically. It's kind of that sort of thing, like showing her, what goes on and, putting that in her head, and then presenting himself to her, and then she's kind of weirded out a little bit, but then she's like, wait a second, I don't know. He's basically, it seemed like grooming overnight sort of thing happening there. And then he I don't and then I don't know his angle here. Then it was like he either came to his senses, like, what am I doing, or it was like I'm planting a seed for her to want me, or I couldn't quite figure it out fully, like what was going on, because then he like rejected her and then like sort of left her there basically. And then yeah, then she goes back to her quarters at home and is kind of like, it seemed like she was pissed off, but then when we see her, she like, the knight that guards her bedroom, she like starts flirting with him and basically invites him into bed, and then he's a little reluctant. He's like, am I supposed to be doing this? And then they what was the word they used? They didn't, they bed, they bed each other. I can't remember what word they used, but they did that. They slept with each other, and then yeah, and he maybe, well, I guess I should just keep moving forward, right? So that happens, and then Reese Ifans, Luna Lovegood, or whatever her name is, Luna's dad from Harry Potter, the kicker, the soccer player from The Replacements, um, he has like spies following her, and the little spy kid, he's like, oh, I saw this happen, so then Rhys Ifans is like, hey, King, by the way, this happened with your daughter and your brother. You probably should know about this. And he's like, you just want your son to be king because, or sorry, your grandson to be king because he's my son. But I said this is going to my daughter, blah, blah, blah. These are lies. I'm just like telling you the story, so this is spoiler filled. But I guess this is like a recap almost. So that's going on, and then the king is like, we can't have people thinking about this. My daughter, you know, he talks to her and he's like, why did you do this? And she's like, I didn't. And then the king's wife is like, what's going on? Why did you do this? And she's like, I didn't. We didn't actually sleep together. And she's kind of giving a softened version of the story, you know, because there was like kissing that happened, and it doesn't seem like she's telling anybody that. And but here's the thing. There's now rumors that she was with Damon, and she also actually did sleep with that night and may have gotten pregnant by him. So let's say she gets pregnant by him. Nobody knows about that relationship. Everybody has rumors with Damon. So let's say she gets pregnant. People are going to think it's Damon's kid, right? And they have, you know, the rumors to back that up. And basically the king, he's still not fully trusting his daughter, so he sends one of his, like, cabinet members in and is like, hey, we got this tea for you in case you're pregnant. Basically, it creates an abortion, so, you know, take this if you want. Or, no, take this. And she's just kind of, like, sitting there, and it's like, is she going to take it or not? Because here's the thing. If she takes it, then the king is like, I knew she slept with my brother. But then if she doesn't, she gets pregnant by the night. So there's a predicament. What does she do? Does she empty the bottle or not drink it? I think what she should do is drink it, and then the king's like, I knew it. And then she can be like, I just drank it to make you happy. I knew that you didn't trust me, so I just figured I'd drink it. Plus, you're the king. I kind of have to do whatever you say, so I did it. I feel like I'm so foggy. Maybe I didn't clean my camera lens enough. Hopefully that wasn't too bothersome. But anyway, I think the show still needs some comic relief. Funny things need to happen. We need a Tyrion Lannister there to tell jokes and have wit. Like, just great dialogue that makes you laugh. We didn't really see that here. We did see a little boy kill a grown guy that was kind of silly and funny, but the show was really lacking that. But maybe it's a more serious show, and if so, you know, that's fine. It's just, that's what I'm missing. It's like, man, Peter Dinklage was so great. He had all the best lines, and nobody has all the best lines here. It's just you're watching a serious show. But I still like it. My wife was kind of like, you know, I could stop watching this. And I was like, I'm kind of invested now. So, I don't know. I think we're going to keep watching, but I'm going to do my best to keep her informed, because she says she keeps zoning out. I'm like, no, this is happening. It's pretty good. Let's keep watching it. Okay. Anyway, did you like it? I thought it was good, and it seems like it's sort of paving the way for, you know, maybe some, like, I don't know, like, the incest didn't happen, but it jogged my memory to, like, some of the Mad King stuff that was going on. Anyway, that is, I guess, my review or my recap. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of a mixture, I guess. I'm still liking the show, but it needs some humor. Anyway, what do you think of it? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Peer Hangout.